Hey Pokemon fans, Real Mama Eagle here, also known as Key, and you're probably wondering two things. One, why did you take a hiatus? I apologize, I'm a procrastinator, but I'm back with a new video today. Second question probably is, why are you wearing a Pikachu hat in a video named Why I Hate Pikachu? Because I'm a troll. But in today's video essay, I am going to talk about just that, why I hate Pikachu and why I'm fatigued by Pikachu after all this time. Keep in mind the opinions in this video are my own. I am not saying that anyone else cannot like Pikachu or is not allowed to like Pikachu. We can definitely respectfully disagree, but I just wanted to say why, because so many people always ask me. Before we get into this essay, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what Pokemon you hate. Now let's get started. Before I get into dragging the little yellow mouse, I do want to preface by saying that I actually think Pikachu is quite cute and quite well designed. This is just a matter of fatigue. We have seen Pikachu anywhere and everywhere in the anime and in the mainline series for decades at this point. So I am pretty much tired of seeing Pikachu. It's gotten to the point where I even like Pikachu's clones, particularly Mimikyu and Dedenne, better than Pikachu itself. But if you look at all the mainline games in the series, it's everywhere. The only game it doesn't appear in is Black and White, where you actually have to trade it into the game, which might be why Black and White are my favorite gen, haha. But you pretty much have access to it. They literally make it impossible for you to not see Pikachu. Not to mention the anime pretty much revolved around Pikachu this entire time. But it doesn't matter. They make it available to you in every WoW game. I also hate the fact that it was kind of prioritized in a sense that even though in the anime all the other Pokemon could say their names, Pikachu was one of the Pokemon that in the game was the only one that could actually say its name when you encountered it in battle or in the wild. And I felt like that was kind of favoritism. I feel like we're at the point where it's like, can we please get a new mascot? Someone like Machino would be cute. I even like Eevee as a mascot, but Eevee does get a lot of love in the Pokemon universe and fandom. But I am just tired of seeing it so much. I feel like there's too much emphasis on us emphasizing and uplifting a Gen 1 Pokemon, which breeds that nostalgia, breeds those old school takes. So I just want to move forward with a new mascot. Sorry, Pikachu. Are we allowed to have an honest conversation about Pikachu in battle? Because it's not very good. Pikachu has horribly low base stats in almost every category except for speed. And I know what you're thinking, Kiana, Pikachu is not a fully evolved Pokemon. Of course it's not going to have great base stats. But that is an issue when there are games like Let's Go Pikachu and games like Pokemon Yellow where you're not allowed to evolve your Pikachu and enjoy a Raichu, which has much better stats. At least with Raichu, I get an attack and a special attack boost and an even bigger speed boost. All I get with Pikachu is speed and mediocrity around everything else. I'm not even really necessarily so mad at Pikachu's learn set. Electric Pokemon tend to be a bit more one-dimensional in that sense, so that's not really Pikachu's fault. But it's the fact that you're pretty much forced to keep an unevolved Pokemon that's not even that strong in 2 games in the series. Also, the anime is a trip because we've all seen the anime. We've seen Pikachu win battles he had no business winning. The one that most importantly comes to mind to me is the Lieutenant Surge battle in the first generation, where Pikachu beats a fully evolved Raichu, which was lower level, implied to be lower level, weaker, which made no sense at all. If you tried that in an actual Pokemon game, it would be the tough grind out battle. It would not have been as easy as it looked. You see Pikachu taking on ground Pokemon, rock Pokemon with ease, with a clear type disadvantage, and you're shaking your head thinking, this isn't right, this doesn't make sense. So the anime made Pikachu look very OP, and it was just very frustrating to see knowing how Pikachu is in battle. Now, I realize this doesn't apply to everybody in the Pokemon fandom, but there are specific individuals that I've had conversations with, and I think a lot of the reason that Pikachu gets the love and hype that it does is because a lot of people have a very hard time in this fandom detaching from their love of nostalgia in Gen 1. And yes, I am a fan of Gen 1, despite things I've said, despite previous videos I've dropped on this very YouTube channel. But I think that nostalgia makes us think things are better than they are. And I think a lot of people tie Pikachu to that warm, fuzzy feeling of playing Pokemon Yellow as a kid, walking around Kanto with their Pikachu, having Pikachu follow them, making little faces, reacting. Reminds them of a simpler time, a warm and fuzzy time. And I understand that feeling. But we also have to look at these games objectively in a vacuum for what they are. Now, if you like Pikachu, perfectly fine. I understand. But it's also okay to be a bit honest about the fact that we may have overrated it in general. I hope that you are all not too hard on me in the comments, but I hope you're able to understand why and at least accept why I don't love Pikachu, not as much as you do. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ding that bell so you know when videos are up. And don't forget to tell me what Pokemon you hate or dislike. It may be one of my favorites. Let's have a fun discussion about it. I am also Real Mama Eagle on all other social media platforms, and I do Twitch streams at twitch.tv /Real Mama Eagle. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.